Hey guys, Streaming Rack War Veteran here, back with another video. Um, I wanted to try this game out. This is War Thunder on the PC, and I just wanted to show you guys what vehicle is similar to the one that I was using in Iraq and stuff like that, and what I was trained on. This came before it though. This is the M901, okay? This is on an M113 chassis. Depending on which engine it has. I have the upgrades, or most of the upgrades for it, as I can show you. The better engine in this actual thing was a better motor with a turbo system in it. So I don't know if this is going to accurately predict that. All that I don't have is the smoke grenades right now, and whatever those are. But this is the same design as what a FIST V is. But the FIST V didn't have the turbo motor because it was garbage. You could barely go 30 miles an hour downhill in that damn thing. This thing's steered by two laterals by the guy here in the center. Well, not center, by the edge. This front piece isn't totally accurate here. This would have actually had like a bumped angle on it, so when you would throw it down, it was for forging across water. But other than that, they got everything mostly done right. The angles in the back might be a little off, but it looks really good. This is what the hammerhead is. It's the same thing in the FIST V, but in the 901, this is tow missiles here. This also came in other variants for like mortar crews and stuff like that, but it wouldn't have had this hammerhead on here. What really slowed it down for the FIST V was this hammerhead because it's so fucking heavy. It was a Detroit diesel motor, and this compartment where the driver sits ends like right next to him right here. And when the head's down, it actually would go back, and it sits above that and lays down. It doesn't go forward. Oh. Correction, actually. I was wrong. You turn it around the other way, and it lays down on these two things here. My bad. It's been a while. Ours had also more antennas. We had up to 4 antennas. One there, one over here, and sometimes 2 over there. This thing here is an actual working periscope, which I thought was kind of funny. I think that was for fire, maybe? We never used it. This is it's a solid glass periscope. This here. This is where the fuel goes in, right here. Diesel fuel, obviously. We never kept tools up here. We usually would have backpacks and shit. Another thing that this seems to be missing that ours had, the FIST V, there was other things up here that we could actually put our backpacks on the side and dangle them over when we were just traveling. We never carried fuel cans back here. This is the rear door, and it was always heavy and a bitch to get out. But the other thing you can do is this whole back end here actually comes down, and you can walk out if you don't feel like using the door. This was all compressed, basically aluminum. You could dent it with a hammer. The only reason I wasted money on this, like I said, is because this is the closest to what I found in a game for a vehicle that I drove. Ours never had this on there, so the newer ones don't have these 2 compartments. I think they were for actually holding spare smoke canisters. These are the regular lights, and those were for the infrared driving lights, because the driver could look through all of these periscopes here. Here's an interesting, cool fact. I don't think that was in there later on, that bump, because I don't remember that. But where the driver would actually lay if you were sleeping in a non-dangerous area is the driver would get to actually sleep here on top of this, and this is the giant radiator. So you would actually bring out your fart sack, which is the mummy bag or sleeping bag that you had in the military, and you could lay right here, and it was actually the most comfortable spot in the whole, you know, when you're in this vehicle, especially for sleeping. The Fist V does not have this that comes up. Other than that, I can't think of any other problems or things that are noticeable. We didn't have these side skirtings on ours either. Because the problem is, if you have this side skirting on, if you throw a track or need to replace a track or whatever, it's a big pain in the ass because you have to take them all off and so on. But what we would do for replacing the track when we had to, because you'd have to do drills with it anyways, just so you knew how to do it, is the easiest way to do it is disconnect the track from here and then back up the vehicle until it's all laid out. And then you would end up moving the vehicle back forward with the one track, because this side would just roll. And you would take a bar, I forget what it was called, but you would put it through like one of these, which that's the bar that goes through it that holds each track. And you would get it to about here, latched onto the spurs of the drive gear, because this is the drive sprocket. And you would have the driver slowly back up, and then you would keep pulling it until you're all the way back around, and then you would end up connecting it somewhere down here. Then when you got to the back, you would have these things that would connect into it on the edge, like in between here and here, and you would keep tightening them down with a wrench, two of them, until they got together, and then you could put the little, well, like a big bolt through it, basically. I think that was for fire extinguisher shit. I'm not sure. They were loud. This one should be faster than the other one, than the Fist V, because especially if it has a turbo motor. But we're going to try this in battle. Some things about this game that I like and don't like. I like that it has somewhat newer vehicles and some really new vehicles, kind of. But the other things I don't like about this game is the steering and handling seems a little weird. Some of these slower vehicles just seems like everything wants a power slide, and that's not accurate by any means. So I just wasted about 50 bucks on this because it just made me think about when I was in the military. I'm not going to buy anything else for this game. I want to see if I can get into a battle and actually try using this thing. Yeah, that was the first version of basically of the Fist V before it was converted into the Fist V. And the Fist V still had that hammerhead, obviously, but what we had in there was a laser rangefinder designator called the GLID. I think it was called a GLID. But it was a big, heavy laser rangefinder designator that you would put in the top. That thing was heavy as fuck, too. So that added a whole bunch of more weight to that damn hammerhead. Here's another interesting fact, by the way. The two drain plugs, there's like two drain plugs. I think one back here and one towards the front, maybe. You know what the Army does whenever they're out in the field or whatever, and they're not really giving a shit about the environment, which the military doesn't. These things were notorious for leaking engine fluids and shit like that, because they had a basically a hole underneath this, and then there was plating on top, because all of the road wheel suspension would go through it. Because there's tension bars that go all the way through this vehicle for all of these road wheels, but they're up a little higher. They're up on here and then it goes through. But what they would end up doing is just emptying out all that leaking oil and shit right into the damn environment. Now this is a vehicle you do not want to get close to other tanks with. And you would never drive with the head up. There you go. Fucking Richard shooting at nothing. Why can't I see him? Shit. You're not gonna use me for cover, asshole. Fucking douchebag wants to use me for cover. Fuck you. Ow. Nope. Oh, really? Damn. Did I hit him? Yep, I did. Oh, I got hit with a Sabo round. Eh. Oh, God. With a low vehicle, that's awesome. Why can't I Oh, this thing's such a big piece of shit, it can't even go through a fucking wall. Sounds a little high, ain't it? I want to try one more battle with the thing. I hate how they bring this up. There's no way to avoid whatever the hell they want you to do. Stupid. I don't think I had that much. I want to try one more of these because this is powerful against tanks. Water. Hey, Rockstar's finally doing what they should be doing. Good, I hope they do. Because GTA Online for the computer has been unplayable for years because of scumbags that want to use mod menus. Yeah, I can tell this thing ain't much faster than the one that I had. Because 50k is about 30 miles an hour.
Backup. I agree. Allied forces have captured a zone.
Damn, it's not gonna let me.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Really? Oh, I can tell where they're all sitting. I really want to try to kill somebody with this. But like I've said before, this is not a heavy armored vehicle. Damn it. Damn it, where are you aiming?
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Oh, who hit me already? Someone over there.
Attention to the map.
Yep. This is a vehicle you really have to stay back from, or with. This thing doesn't have any kind of night vision. It's gonna run into battle. See how these slide a lot? That's not realistic.
Attention to the map.
Yeah, I did jack crap. Alright, let me finish watching that other video. I think this is awesome that,
And it looks like that
it's good.
late last night there were kind of an influx of modders that said their account suspended. These were the emails. These are just two that you can see. Rockstar Games account suspension and character reset. So not only were they banned, but they were reset or suspended, but they were reset. I guess they're not technically banned. It's either only banned or suspended for 30 days, but everything is wiped. So like all the modded stuff is gone. I guess in some cases, if you have other strikes on your account, you might be banned permanently. This guy got banned. You can see. So this guy didn't get a 30-day ban with a character reset. No, I guess he made a lot longer, and he's gone for good. So it does look like Rockstar are going to be going after all of the modders that used that menu, which, you know, if they want to mod again, they have to buy a whole new account, and maybe, hopefully, a lot of them don't do that, which obviously would mean less modders in the G9. Now, this is also interesting because it ties into this next point that the next DLC, the next little update, might be coming in March or April. We might be getting a spring update finally. We haven't gotten one of these, I believe, in like happening. So on the Steam database website, this is where we can see what Rockstar sort of doing.
About fucking time that Rockstar finally does something about all those scumbag modders in Grand Theft Auto. Alright guys, this is Streaming Iraq War Veteran. I figured I'd just show you that tank. I'm not going to buy anything else, obviously, for this game. But I've just felt I would use that, because it was closest to what I had in, when I was in the military. Alright guys, have a good one. Yeah, forgot this game does that.